Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Orion's Animal Tarot, and there's Ambi-sun at the bottom here. I always say it wrong. But that A-M-B-I, Ambi-sun, Ambi-sun. It's at rockpoolpublishing.co if you're interested. There was a little thing in here about a downloadable deck. I don't know if it's still valid. I don't know how old this is, but if you go to that website, I think there's a downloadable deck, whatever that means. Haven't checked it out yet myself. Supportive Oracle cards. Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. There's some Hay House websites for Sandra. Here are those websites. If you're interested, feel free to freeze frame if you want that information. If I can hold it still for a second. Also, Hay House Radio here on the back, and there's Sandra's picture. Again, feel free to freeze frame if you want that information. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? All right, so there's like a secondary situation around this situation. Changes are happening, people trying to strengthen something, like people trying to fortify something, I should say. This feels like there's a lot of energy, a lot of action going on to actually make something better. People deciding that things have to change, and they're doing it thinking it'll make things stronger, literally stronger. And I feel like this is what they think is going to work out best for everybody. This is like the overall situation, I think. Overall situation. Now, are you compatible with this? I feel like you're willing to put in the work. And you want to believe in it. But you're kind of like, I feel like I'm losing my security in the situation because things are changing. And I have to get used to the new way things are doing, but it makes me a little uncomfortable. Yet at the same time, if it's really what's best for everybody, yeah, I can respect that. Are we sure that's what's best for everybody? It's hard to let go to the way things were. Attachment is here. I want to be okay with it. I feel like I want to be okay with it. I want to be. Doesn't mean I am. People are trying to balance things out. I feel like people, you got like some diplomatic energy coming in here very strongly. Like you're very valued here. I think you know that because you got the Queen of Pentacles here. You seem to understand that you're valued here. So nobody's trying to create hardship for you. But leaving one situation to try to stabilize it a different way, it is unnerving a little bit. It's not the most comfortable thing. You're going from the Ten of Pentacles to the Ace of Pentacles. Now, the difference with this, the Ten of Pentacles is like something that's already established and you were used to. The Ace of Pentacles is like, all right, we're going to start out a whole new situation here. It has some similarities because of the two here, the Pentacle to Pentacle, but we're definitely doing it differently. It's kind of like, it's almost like moving. It's kind of like I'm going to have the same type of house and do the same type of things there. It's going to be probably an upgrade, but I got to get used to the whole, like, I'm going to have to renovate it again. I'm going to have to repaint rooms. I'm going to have to, like, make sure everything's up to par. I'm going to, like, have to check on the water, make sure that the pipes are all right. I'm going to have to check the electricity again. I'm going to, like, I had everything where I wanted it to begin with, but I have to move, and, like, I have to get used to a whole new place. And it's kind of like I've been at this place for a long time, and I had the electrical upgraded the way I wanted it to. There were certain things wrong with the pipes, but I fixed that, and I know how to do that. Now I have to go into a whole new situation. What if the pipes aren't right? What if the electricity isn't what I want? What if, like, I had plants in there, I had enough sunlight for them, but now I'm going to have more or less sunlight. Now I have to look at that. Like, there's so many things I have to, like, take in. It seems minimal, but it's like all these little things are like, okay, all right, hold on. Be careful not to get caught up in the little things. How do we let go of that? How do we let go of what we need to let go of? How do we do that? Six of Fire, the Devil card. Okay. I feel like I just need to come with terms. Like, for a time period, I'm just not going to be happy with this. but I do have new success coming forward. I feel like the more I accept, like, you know what, there's going to be an adjustment period and I'm just not going to be happy. I feel like I can relate to this. Like, I haven't really changed houses in a long time, but like, when you're used to one thing and you're going into a new thing, even though it's nice, it's like getting used to it is not easy sometimes. And you just gotta have to, it's just accepting, like, I'm just not gonna like it for a little while, but I will like it again at some point. I will. And I will return to where I am again, and I will be comfortable again, and I will be happy again. But for the transition, I'm just not gonna like it. And I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Yep, you have a really good gift coming in, a really good outcome coming in. But it's kind of like, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. There's really good energy here for you. Other people seem to be also having an issue, but we can't, okay. We got to be careful of this. I feel like there's other people around here who are complaining. And I'm wondering if they're constant complainers. Try to distance yourself from that. Don't invest or don't let other people give you other ideas about things to not like. You have enough you don't like. Stay away from people who will give you more ideas, and because I feel like this is just like, you're having a bad day and they're like, oh yeah, well, guess what, gas prices are up, or guess what, this is going on, and guess what, that happened over in that country, we have to deal with that. You're not happy with your life, well, guess what, it's getting worse, and you better buckle up because it's going to get a lot worse. Stay away from those people. Just stay away from those people. Because I don't think there's anything there that you can really do. Like, it's kind of, gas prices are going up, they're going up. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's good to know it, but Taurus usually plans ahead for that stuff anyway. And if you can do something more efficiently, you're probably already moving that direction anyway. Yeah, I really feel like, be careful of people. It doesn't mean they're bad people. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But especially if they're constant complainers, distance yourself from that. Do yourself a favor. Ace of Wands and the Judgment card. All right. Sometimes people who complain a lot they get in this negative spiral and they just keep making things worse for themselves. I think we call that problematic, I believe. I also believe in like energy attracts like energy. So if you hang out with people who are constantly complaining, things will happen to complain about. It will make the situation worse. It will drag the energy down and you will resonate with that energy. It will bring more crap to you that you don't want. So I'm not saying these people are good people or bad people or whatever people. Do yourself a favor. Distance yourself from them. If you got to work, then work. If you just got to step away from it and just do something somewhere else, do that. Because judgment will be rendered on those people who sit in that negative energy. They're going to get more of it. Judgment will be rendered on them. So I don't know what's going on with this other than there's a negative energy here. And if you're connected with it, you're going to go down with the ship. It's what I keep feeling. Like, this doesn't have to go that way. It doesn't mean long term you're going to fail, but you could have more setbacks than you really need or desire or deserve or anything. Just don't go down that direction. Those people, they're making their own bed and they're going to have to lie in it. That's just how it is. That's just how it is. I don't feel like you could really pull people out of that. There's this energy of the Six of Pentacles with the Queen of Coins, kind of like cockeyed going upside down here. This doesn't have to go negative. Pull yourself out of it. Distance yourself from these negative influences. Distance yourself from these negative influences. I feel like that's really strong. It seems like it's kind of a challenge to start, but I feel like you can avoid a problem. You can avoid a problem if you get out of this negative energy. I feel like that's the biggest thing for this. Just to be sure. Because I got the Six of Swords here, and that fish is just kind of a little bit gruesome, and it's got knives in it, or swords in it. Cups. Seven of Cups, and then the Hanged Man, which is the 12 major arcana. The more you get, I feel like it's kind of it could also become a very I've known some Tauruses that seems like this. If your thoughts get the better of you, you could go into survival mode, or like I'm constantly planning for the what ifs, constantly trying to, like, I feel like these are the people who do the safety bunkers, and they spend a lot of money for like the end of the world type bunkers and getting all that together. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying that, like, if you spend your life planning for the end of the world, then you die in it anyway. I'm just saying, what good did it do? What good did it do you? Didn't mean you were wrong, but still, what did it do for you? That's all I'm saying. Be careful of this. I keep feeling like, if you stay in this negative energy, you might keep planning for these what ifs, and you just might drive yourself crazy. It just really will drag your energy down. Stay away from that energy. Do yourself a favor. Stay away from it. I'm not, again, they may be good friends of yours or good connections for you normally, but maybe for now, until they can pull themselves up, just kind of keep your distance, because I don't think you're going to be able to pull them up. I don't feel like that energy is there for you right now. When you get up there and you're floating, or you're up there high and you're doing really good, things are back where you want them to be, and you're very happy, at that point, maybe you could pull some people up afterwards. But while this is happening, it's not going to work in your benefit. Distance is going to work better for you. And then later, again, once you're, stabilized and you're happy again, then you can pull people up if they want to be pulled up. Just don't let this drive you crazy, because I feel like whatever it is, ultimately, it's supposed to be good at the end. It's supposed to be really good, but this energy could really cause problems and really drag things down for you. We don't need that. We're trying to avoid that. I think we're there. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.